Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a VSL for high ticket products. My name is Michael and I run a marketing agency where we have scaled a dozen high ticket offers to at least 7 figures in profit. And I've written a 6-page document here containing the structure and what you should include in every single section of a video sales letter to be able to convert them into sales calls. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So first of all, before you start scripting your VSL, you need to dial in who your target market is, who's your avatar, who you're talking to, because based on who you're talking to, the VSL is going to change, right? So I usually divide this up into 2 sections. So you have general buyers, which is basically the general public, and then you have rich people. And how you structure VSL depends on whether you're selling to people with money, let's say entrepreneurs or wealthy people. They have less time. They want more direct messaging compared to general buyers who need a lot more proof. They need a lot more framing, and it takes a lot more time to convert these people at higher rate. Okay, so for rich people, you want a shorter VSL, 2 to 10 minutes, direct, no fluff, authentic authority, no flashy presentation, no over design, black and white background with black and white text, and you need to undershoot claims. Okay. That's the best practices when you're selling to rich people. When you're writing a VSL for general buyers, you need to do things a little bit differently. They are way more skeptical. They have way lower levels of trust because there's so many people that markets to them, and a promise, bunch of gold for no work, right? You need a longer VSL, maximum 60 minutes. We usually see the 20 to 40 minute range work the best. You need a high design quality, lots of testimonials, native testimonials. Don't redo them. If they send it to you in WhatsApp, just screenshot it, put it in there. If they send it to you, or if they post it in school or any type of other community, just screenshot it and put it in there. Don't redo it. And then you need to take the claims to the highest believable extent. Don't lie, but just to the highest believable extent. Then obviously it starts with the hook, and you need to tell them exactly what you can do for them. You need to be direct, and it needs to be strong enough to make them think, I'm in the right place. So in VSLs, you usually see a huge drop off the first 10-15 seconds because of the super short attention span of the general population. So you need to make sure that people are very, very certain that they are watching the right video for them, because TikTok, Instagram, Netflix, all other things are going to give them basically more dopamine than your VSL for sure, right? So you need to make sure that you tell them if they're in the right place or not, okay? So for an example, this is my own VSL for my agency. We say, listen, once you've reached $100,000 a month mark, you're already proven that you have a great offer. Now, the only thing that's keeping you from $500,000 a month or even $1 million a month are a series of advanced systems and practices. Now, I could add to this, once you've reached $100,000 a month mark with your high ticket info product, I would add that in there, but we say it very clearly in the headline and in our ads. And you want no fluff, no beating around the bush. Tell them who you are and how you can solve their problem, okay? Establish curiosity. Start with a controversial statement, a statistic that relates directly to them, okay? Then immediately after the hook, you need to establish credibility, because if they think, oh, now I'm in the right place, this is a video for me, they need to know why they should listen to you, because there's so much noise out there. So immediately after you've spiked their attention, you need to prove that that it's worthwhile watching you, okay? You need to build trust. This is where you dive into why you're the person or company that can actually help them. So here you can share relevant experience. You can provide specifics with concrete numbers, and you want to avoid irrelevant details here, okay? Don't add fluff just to make the VSL longer. For an example, I say, allow me to introduce myself. I've been working directly with high ticket offers for 5 years and spent a ton of money on advertising. And then I go into some specifics, okay, on why I am credible and why they should listen to me. And you need to keep this focused on credibility. Remember, there should be an objective with every single sentence and every single word in your VSL, period. Then you need to sell them on the bigger picture, the opportunity, right? Whether that is the industry or a specific choice that they should make, a specific change that they should make in their life. They need to be sold on why they should do the thing that you're selling, okay, or that you're selling the solution to. So after establishing why they should trust you, you need to broaden the scope, sell them on the industry or the big why behind what you're offering. So how to do it? Highlight the value of the industry, compare and contrast, use facts and trends, okay? So for example, we sell services to high-ticket businesses, both consulting and info product companies. And I just went straight out of the gate here with some statistics about the industry, right? I'm trying to create some FOMO here. So what I'm saying is basically the industry is growing this much. And if your company is not growing at the same pace, you're falling behind everyone else, okay? Because if you're standing still in a growing industry, you should still be growing, if that makes sense. So this is what I say. By the way, I'm going to share the link to this document right below this video. So you can take note, paste this into whatever note-taking software that you're using, or simply just save the link. And you want to make them see the immense opportunity they're missing out on if they don't act, if they don't take action on your offer. And right after you have hooked their attention, proven why they should listen to you, and sold them on the bigger picture, you're just going to go straight into the offer, okay? Most people wait with the offer until the end of the presentation, but you want to have this as your fourth section because it's essentially why they're there, right? So if you have this, let's say instead of the middle, you have it at the end, then probably like half the people who are there are going to see it compared to if you have it earlier in the VSL. So now you need to transition into how you can specifically help them seize this opportunity and where you present your offer in detail. So what you want to do in most cases, okay, is state the price up front. This is going to save your sales team a bunch of time. You don't want to dance around it. You want to be transparent. It's so annoying whenever I jump on a VSL and I'm interested in a product or a service, they just don't say the price. Now, the price is quite irrelevant if they're able to provide me with results that I want. So it's not the biggest factor whether or not they're going to purchase. If they are, they're probably a bad prospect anyways, right? So you need to explain what's included and please avoid value stacking. You know those VSLs where you have the offer and you say, oh, this course, it's worth $20,000. This mentorship Q&As, weekly Q&As, worth $20,000. Like, it's just bullshit. Straight up. People don't believe it. They don't know where you get the price from, and it just decreases your credibility and makes people pissed off. And that's not what you want to do in a VSL. So what we usually do is say, so here's my offer. This is straight from my VSL, by the way. If your business qualifies, I will personally audit your current systems and strategies and sit down with you on a call and walk through what I would do to take your business to the next level. I'll take a look at these things, create a report on what you need to do to scale further, and if you like what you hear, we'll go ahead and see what it looks like if you would like to work with us on a continuous basis. You want to lay it all out. You want to make sure they understand exactly what they're getting without any confusion. And what we usually do when we have an offer stack, like right here is just an audit or a call. But if, let's say you're selling a course and you have a bunch of offer components, let's say you have a video course, you have Q&A sessions, you have assets, you have templates, you have all these things, your community, you want to have one slide per part of the offer instead of just stacking them and then on one slide. And you want to also illustrate exactly what they're getting, how it looks like, how does it look like on the inside of the video program? How does the assets look like? How will they help you? Okay, so one slide per offer component and explain exactly what this specific component will solve. Most people just list it out, but list it out and say how it will help them with their goal, right? Then you handle objections before they even ask, okay? So right after the offers, you go straight into the objections. And this shows that you understand them and have thought through everything. So you list common questions and you provide clear answers, and you be completely honest, even the bad ones. Even if you have a Reddit thread that trashes your product, bring it up. Bring up every single objection or every single limiting belief that these people have. So, for example, if it's the price, right? Why is it $10,000? Let me break down the value for you. What's the expected timeline to get results? Typically, our clients start seeing results within X weeks or X months, and tackling objections head on builds trust and lowers barriers to purchase. Then right after the objections, you qualify your audience, because you don't know, or you don't want everyone and anyone to just book a call with you, because that's just going to fill up your closer's calendar with bullshit prospects and is going to waste their time. Your closer is going to make less money. They're going to spend more time on people who are not going to purchase anyways, right? And make less money and, not stay at your offer for the period of time you want them to. Okay, so for example, here you want to describe your ideal client and state who is not for. That's also very important. So usually people say who it's for, but they don't say who it's not for. And you want to, or this puts you in a position where we don't sell to everyone, right? We want this very specific person. And it's just going to make your business more efficient. So what we say is this offer is for info-product businesses or consultant companies who are selling high-ticket services and are doing at least $100,000 in monthly revenue. If you're looking for some magic strategy that will 10x your business, we're not the right fit. We just say that upfront. We give great results, but it's not like just onboarding us will 20x your business if you don't change anything, or if you don't listen to anything we say, or if you don't put any of the work or record the content, or willing to, give the people who purchase a great experience with your product. So the marketing is only one component. Even though it can scale your business to tremendous heights, it's not some magic solution that would just solve every problem within your company, right? Filtering your audience ensures better results for both you and your clients. Then you need a clear call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. If there's an application, tell them go below this video and fill out the questions. You're then going to, and then tell them what's going to happen next. You're then going to get a phone call. If it makes sense, we're going to set up a video call with our advisor, and we're going to give you more information, answer all your questions, and basically take a collective decision whether this investment is going to be worth it or not for you. It lowers sales pressure. Okay. Provide authentic testimonials. So here comes the testimonials. Like I said earlier, use actual screenshots, include names and photos, and avoid over polishing. Don't make them look too slick. Authentic trumps production value here. Okay. So that's it. Those are the 8 sections for your VSL. Now I have some additional insights. This is more or less a recap of what I mentioned a little bit in the beginning. You need to understand your audience and understand that different audiences requires different approaches when it comes to the length. So for rich people, preferred length is 2 to 10 minutes. And they value their time and make decisions quickly. They don't need long explanations. These are usually very intelligent people, and they basically don't want any fluff. They want you to tell them, who the hell are you? Why should you listen to them? What can you offer? Why does it make sense? That's it, okay? But with less affluent people, they're a way more analytical audience. So preferred length, 15 to 45 minutes. I said 20 to 40 minutes earlier. And sometimes even longer. Reasoning, they need more information, they need more reassurance, and they need more detail, they need more framing, they need more proof, they need more of everything to make a decision. And the biggest mistake we see is when high-ticket businesses try to take this approach for products that cost $10,000 or more, and they don't sell anything. And that makes complete sense, okay? So you need to tailor your VSL length to the financial status and decision-making style of your target audience. That's probably the biggest mistake that I see people do when selling high-ticket products. Then you need to analyze the VSL performance once you let it run. You have a few different conversions here. You have the play rate, the percentage of people that lands on your page who click play. You want to aim this for being over 30%. Okay, in the US, it varies a little bit by culture and by country. And what you need to do is use Wistia. If you're using Vimeo, if you're using YouTube or Go High Level as your video hosting service, just don't, because Wistia is better in every single way. They have a very detailed analytics page. And you can also have video thumbnails. So have a video thumbnail. It just increases your play rate. That's a pro tip. Then you need to look at your engagement rate. How much of a drop-off is there? A healthy VSL has maybe a small drop-off in the beginning, and then a pretty straight lines slowly downwards. Okay, if there's some sections where there's a huge drop-off, there it might be a sign that you need to fix that section. Okay, you also want chapters in your video, because people hate watching videos without a progress bar. They don't know if they're going to sit there for 2 minutes or for an hour. And that confusion just hurts conversion. I'm actually quoting that. Confusion hurts conversion. I haven't heard that anywhere else, but it's very true. Then ultimately, how many viewers take the desired action? Now, I won't give you a specific number on this because it varies greatly based on your industry, your price, and who you're selling to. And then always disclose price up front. Like I said earlier, in 90% of cases, this makes sense. It just builds trust, it filters out unqualified leads, and it aligns expectations. So when the closers jump on the call with people who already know how much it costs and they still show up, the closing rate on those calls are going to be astronomically higher than if you need to spend the first 15 minutes justifying the price. Okay? Or have them sit there for 30 minutes or 45 minutes just wanting to know what the price is, and you won't tell them. This just pisses off people, and don't do it. Okay? So this is my full VSL framework. If you want to watch my VSL, by the way, you can go to our agency's homepage, and there's a 3-minute VSL here that you can take a look at how this looks. Okay, if you are a high-ticket business owner, whether that's an info product, straight-up course, or a consulting service, and whether it's B2B or B2C, and you want to scale further, feel free to reach out to us right here. So let me just X this out. With that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this. The link to this doc will be in the description, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Peace.